Hello and welcome to the Archie Luxury Program. Today I want to talk about organised crime and luxury goods. That's right, organised crime and luxury goods. Now I firstly want to start off this program here by having a look at I want to tell a story about myself. And many years ago, my first Rolex was a Rolex 1016. I acquired that in 1990. And I bought it. I was in the computer business. I had my own business, and I said to a client who was who ran a jewelry store. I said, "Hey, get me the cheapest Rolex you can." And he turned up with a Rolex 1016. I bought it and thought, "Okay, great." And then what happened? That was 1990, and it was the last of the 1016 Explorer 1s. And then what happened was because I was working in IT, I then in the late 90s, this was about 98, I actually sold my Rolex Explorer 1 to the Hammer, that's Mark Smith, the Hammer, and I sold it on Time Zone, and we agreed on a price which worked out to about 8,000 Australian dollars, and I shipped it to him via EMS Express Post, which is Australia's premium type of delivery service. So I then sent him the watch, and we tracked it. EMS is a very secure way to send it. Everything needs to be signed, and it's supposed to be very safe. And it went to Chicago Airport, and the fucking mafia stole it. And I had it insured. It's quite a strange tale. I had it insured for about $4,000, and when it went missing, and that the guys from Australia Post came out to see me, and they said to me, "Paul, we're going to pay you the entire amount of the watch. How much was it?" And I said, "Well, I sold it for about $8,000 to a guy in America." They gave me $4,000 from insurance, and they gave me approximately another $4,000. And I said to them, "Why don't you try and press charges?" I said, "You've got all the paperwork where it was signed for and what's happened." And the guy took me aside and said, "Paul, the mafia stole it." He said, "We don't want to push it. Let's just leave it. Here's your money, and let's continue on with business." So there you go. That's the mafia in Chicago. They stole my fucking Explorer 1, and I'm really quite fucked off about it. And then, I just think it's shit when you've got mafia that runs an airport and that there and shit goes missing. It's pretty fucked, and it's pretty shitty introduction, but I got my money back, so that's all cool. And the next thing I'd like to talk about, organised crime and luxury goods, is the fact that now it's 2012, and the Japanese Yakuza, what they've done is they've actually completely destroyed the pre-owned Louis Vuitton market. If you have a look on eBay and any number of sites, you'll see items like a Keepall, a Speedy. The prices are all decimated, and the reason for this is that the Yakuza in Japan has organised for these high quality fakes from China, and they're damn good. I mean, these fakes, I call them the super fake. And what they basically are is they're an imitation product, and they've used chemicals and techniques to artificially age them and make them look old. And it's quite a frightening thing. The Japanese Yakuza, I'm telling you quite frankly, They are running a biggest racket, and the silly thing is that a lot of people don't realize they've been caught. And I've even seen, there was some sellers are My Poppet sellers, and I've seen them selling the Japanese Yakuza fakes. And yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. The whole second-hand Louis Vuitton market has been decimated because these high-quality fakes being pushed by the Yakuza is just slaughtered the whole marketplace. Now, there was a time when Japanese resellers of Louis Vuitton, I mean, you got to remember, Japan is the largest market for Louis Vuitton. And naturally speaking, if it's a huge market, you would have people who deal in second-hand luxury goods. And what's basically happened is they are now flogging fake items, high-quality fakes, and they're being forced into it by the Yakuza. And that's what basically happens. It's sort of a protection racket. The protection racket is that they force these resellers, these store owners, to sell so many fake items, admittedly not to locals or to Japanese, but to stupid foreigners. And that's basically how it goes. And yeah, that is what's happening. And it's just terrible. I mean, I don't know what to say. The second-hand price of Louis Vuitton items for Keeples, Speedies, Noes has really plummeted. And the reason for it is it's Yakuza. It's all organised crime. And yep, that's what happens there. And it's a very frightening business. And I don't know what to say, really. It's very scary, and this is what's happened. And the silly thing is, a lot of the people who have bought these things, the prices are too good to be true. I mean, can you get a mint condition Keeple for $300 when the item is about $1,000 new? And this is what's happening, and it's very sad. I mean, I kind of, I'm not a dealer. I'm not bitching because I'm a dealer. I've got my own humble Louis Vuitton collection, which you can see on the screen here. All these items are genuine Louis Vuitton that I own, and I'm not really interested in reselling things, but there was a time when Louis Vuitton used to get fantastic prices on the secondary market, and the Yakuza, organised crime in Japan, has completely fucked it. And that's where I lay the blame. I'm Archie Luxury, and I blame the Yakuza for the price crash that's happened. And I make no fucking apologies about it. Organised crime has fucked the secondary market for Louis Vuitton, and I don't care who the fuck you are. I'll tell you the truth. And so there you have it. That's my two tales of organised crime and luxury goods. Tell me what you think, and please post me and tell me about your story about organised crime and luxury goods. I'm Archie Luxury, and I hope you've enjoyed this clip. Bye-bye.